We are back out here at the shop working on the 68 K10 Chevy pickup truck that we like to call the Frankenstein build. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Well, we're back out here at Jeff's Auto Body and Customs in Sweet Valley, PA, working on the Frankenstein build. I will post some videos either at the end or up here throughout this video of the progress, and give you guys a little update, so be sure to click on those so this way you can see what I might be talking about as the Frankenstein build. If you're new, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos on what we drop on this truck here. But right now it's not much of a truck because now we got the bed inside, and I want to give you guys a little look at what the bed looks like. We worked on this a little bit the other night and got one side off, but I wanted to share with you guys on how we got it off and what we used and how the bed sides are actually bolted on, because they're not like what you think they might be, tack welded on and things like that. But here's what the bed looks like right now. And as you can see, here's the original bed side here. And we already removed the tail lights. And the bed sides aren't really in all that bad of a shape. It was just a lot of pinholes here, like that. And then actually I'll show, once we get on the other side, I'll show you what the other side looks like. But overall the bed sides weren't really in all that bad of a shape, but they just needed a little bit of work. There was a lot of surface rust on the insides of them. I don't know if you, as you can see there, but a lot of our rust problems were along the inner sides. So we tried replacing the replacement panels, as you've seen there, but then the more we started digging into this floor, the more we realized that the floor actually needed a little bit more work. And as you can see, like along the bottoms of the panels, it started to rust. So we'll be taking care of all that and replacing some cross members, which we have one in place already. This is a newer one here, and then we're going to check the integrity out of the rest of them. But the floor is a little bit warped. I don't know if you can see that, if the camera's picking that up. And they had this material on here, this like bed liner. So we're going to be scraping all that off, redoing the floor and whatnot. But here is what, when we started taking the bed sides off, you can see how bad the floor actually is. This side has a hole in it here. We're going to be doing, there's a dent here. But we are going to reconstruct this floor. The floor is actually not in all that bad of a shape. It can be saved. So it's just small surface rust. And here was the original holes where the bolts will go into, because actually the panels are just all bolted down along the wheel wells and then down along the front, and then it goes up the bulkhead there. And here's a better view of it. As you can see, the bolts, that pattern that goes on and that. But it wasn't too hard taking these off. We just had to take a couple bolts. Surprisingly, the bolts came out pretty easily. And some of them, I'll show you on this side, some of them did not want to come out, where the nut on the other side will just spin. So it'll take two of us here to get the second box side off, but the new box sides are over here. And you know, I'm not used to seeing 8-foot box sides, you know, so when we're doing a project like this and then you take a look at the box sides, I mean, they look pretty tall. But we're gonna get to work on this. I'm gonna set you guys up so you could see us doing a little bit what some of the tools we use and some of the techniques we're using and things like that, because we were up in the bed, but I don't think this time we're gonna be able to get up in the bed on this side because the floor has now become a lot flimsy, and taking off the other bed side, of course, we lost the integrity and the tightness of the floor and things like that. But definitely check out, I'll drop the playlist of this build at the end of this video, so be sure to check that out, and I'll give you the update on this. So let me get you guys set up and taking the bedsides off, and I will show you any problems we come around that I think you might be concerned about if you ever try and do this yourself. There is one thing that we did come across on this side, and let me just show you on the other side. And that was up in here, as you can see, there is a lot of putty here, so we're assuming that it's exactly like this side. So we believe that they welded the bed in here, and there is some factory welds down in through here. And here's a better view from the inside of the bed, or the bed sides here. You see some rust. So we're just going to clean all this up, get rid of all that, and just put some new sides on, because that comes on with the bed sides. And we believe that there is going to be a weld here that we'll just cut this off up high a little bit, and then we'll just cut it down through here. Break a couple of those welds. And that's pretty much well it. We knock a couple bolts out. We're expecting some of the bolts to give us a problem, so we might have to grind the heads off or cut the end of the bolts off and knock them out, but we are going to be putting a new bolt kit in this. So let me get you guys set up, and you can check us out taking this bedside off. Yeah, I figured that would happen, that one would spin. Now that one came off. And we zipped it off. Well, just the way that one sounds, guys, that one's spinning up there. So, but look what I found here. Some unwanted rubbish. A bee's nest.
Just right at the end, it starts spinning.
Did it? All right. There must be about a good 1/4 inch of tar on this. That one come out? That one come out?
No, the one all the way up in the corner.
All right. Push that one up again. Push it straight up? Yeah, hold it like right there. Go ahead.
It's off.
Let me see if I can't get the vice grips on this. Push it up.
Yep, it is. It's all the way up.
All right.
Right, it's off.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah. That one was easy. It's the legend and his little helper. look who decides to show up. The legend and his little helper decide to show up to finish helping. Well, we're pretty much well done now. That's all it took. We did better tonight than we did last night, didn't we? All right, guys, so we're going to shore this up, make this a little bit better, and we'll be right back. Well, we finally got the second bedside off, and as you can see in the video, just some of the issues that we were having, but it wasn't too hard. The carriage bolts were really a pain because they've been on the truck forever, so we just had to lift up on them, tweak them a little bit, and but after we got the second bedside off, but now we have a better look at what the floor looks like and what our plan was, because after Jeff left, me, Rich, and Jeff, we talked a little bit, and we have maybe an idea for the floor, but let me show you guys what the floor looks like now. As you can see earlier in the video, I showed you this spot, but now we're coming over to here, and here we have a spot here. But overall, we made a little cut here. We accidentally cut that, but nothing that the legend can't fix. And here is the material that's actually all over this bed. And it looks like some sort of maybe a bed liner mixed with a tar. We even took off the original paint of the bed floor. But that's what we were working with, and we were kind of hoping that the carriage bolts would have got stuck in there and would not have spun on us. So, and then we have some spots here going across through here, because we did replace a rail underneath here. And then we have this spot here. But overall, the bed floor actually is not bad, all except for maybe, well, a lot of plug welding here and things like that. But we do have a belly in the pan. I don't know if you guys could see that. That had happened, and that's because we don't have the bed sides on. But here's another spot that opened up on us right here on this bulkhead, and where the bulkhead meets the floor. But this is what the floor's looking like, or the bed's looking like now. And actually, it's not really all that bad of a shape that I believe that can't be salvaged. And as you can see here, this side's not as bad as the other side. And Rich is going to get on this stripper here very shortly, and we're going to start stripping some of this down just to see exactly what's under here and what the bed floor looks like. So after talking with Jeff and Rich, and we just might put a patch kit over the top of this, like a patch panel that will look exactly like the bed, and we'll just have to put it over the top of this floor. And what we'll do is of course get all this cleaned up, get the front bulkhead taken off, and then we're just going to put a new floor on here. It's just a cover that goes over this, and we'll bring this floor up to the other floor, and we'll weld the new floor in here, and actually use the old floor as the support for the new floor. Well, we're going to get to grind into this. If we come across any problems, and when we decide what we're due, we'll definitely come back and take a look at this. And when we install the bed sides, or maybe when the bed's all together. But like I said earlier, if you're new, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you don't, well, maybe we'll catch you in the next one. Till next time, I'm Joe, driving trucks and hunting bucks is how we roll with Wicked Fabz.